Howdy there, folks. Welcome to Quest and Quill. Today, I wanted to go to Dalaran, and this is the Broken Shores version of Dalaran. And there's a lot of really cool art around this city here. So I wanted to go and paint something here, do a little bit of a recreation of some of the art here. Now, there's a lot of different art located throughout here in Dalaran, but I'm at the Ledgerman Inn. But I'm out here in front of the Ledgerman Inn, and yeah, I'm gonna go in and let's take a peek at some of the art. There's only so many assets, and most of them are found in this inn. I found there's a couple down in the under area, the sewer area, but it's actually dark down there. I mean, I guess I could bring up the lighting, but I think we're just gonna go in here. So let's kind of zoom in. Let's take a little peek. First floor in here, looks like we got an image of the Crystal Song Forest. I don't know what that would be. I don't know, maybe Howling Fjord. And then we got an incredible Tusker image, just absolutely brutal. My God, that one's just freaking cruel. My goodness, absolutely just so cruel. But there's some more upstairs. Now there's actually quite a few on the stairway here, and I'm sure each and every one of these has history. It's interesting that, there's a blood elf, human, undead, and what clearly is a dev on the right. Like, that's like an actual person there. I don't know who that is. That's an actual person there. But I don't want to paint any of those. If we go up here into the second floor, I have a dupe there of the Crystal Song. Is there anything in here? Well, more Crystal Song, another dupe there. I think in this, the terrace, good old Dalaran. It's quite pretty. Let's see. Yeah, we got a couple things here. Okay, oh yeah, definitely Howling Fjord. The broken great tree. I forget what you call it. That's cool. A little bit of fruit. I think we know what that used to be, if anyone's familiar with the controversy. There are a few images that are a little salacious still around. Might try to find those, but I guess they used to have a lot of really iffy art in this game. But what I like is this image of this Draenei female. I think it's pretty cool. I like Draeneis. I think they're pretty awesome. So I think I'm gonna try to paint this. We're gonna be painting in watercolor today. So I have my physical thing. Not gonna do any digital art. That is entirely blocked for y'all. So we're gonna do it like this. I will bring up the cam. There we go. And we got a physical sketchbook today. Let's just get into it. I already got it taped off. I haven't really done much portraiture. I'm not particularly good. That's just kind of how it is. Let's give it a whirl though. We're gonna do a pencil sketch, and maybe this isn't easy. Alright, we're gonna start with a little sketch of the head here. Like on the body. There's not really much neck showing. It's mainly covered up by hair. It's an interesting little, like, almost spider leg. Yeah, almost feels a little spider leggy on the, I'm guessing earrings there. I mean, that's kind of interesting. She's a little more 3/4 than I was expecting, which is fine. Yeah. Getting quite a bit of the chest there. Alright. It's a little dirty, but getting there. Got that hair coming down. That's pretty much all blocked there. Let's do that. Missing one arm. Very high neck. V-neck. Probably made the neck way too thick here, but that's alright. I don't even know what this dress, I'm assuming it's a dress, what this dress is. Actually, I have that totally proportioned wrong. Now, I don't go for 100% perspective or 100% realism when I'm going to try to make one of these. Very clearly, I'm not good enough. I'm not one of these artists who has dedicated their entire life to these incredible works of art. I'm very new, very new. Let's see. This is tough. She got them big old horns there. I'm gonna say roughly there. It looks like her eyes are actually really high in her head. Like she's got a lot of cheek. Like a lot of cheek there. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Let's see. I like how the horn kind of kind of twists to get that shadow in there later. Let's see, start a little farther down. Oh, we go high. And then twist in. Yeah. And the annoyance of not having, not being digital is now we gotta do it again. Trying to make it look right. That's alright. Nothing is perfect. And that's kind of the beauty of it. I mean, heck, I could just take a picture of this and generate 1,000,001 portraits if we so chose. Where's the fun in that? Alright. I think it's pretty good horns. We'll have the... Definitely, they're pretty close. That's alright. Quite a skinny chin. My goodness. Let's see. Very pointy eyes on the side. Now the tough thing is with these Draenei, they don't really have pupils. I mean, in game, obviously you can kind of see a little bit of a pupil, but in this image, I mean, there's no pupil there. That is just solid white. I'll have to try to get that. I guess we'll do that for the shadow. Definitely pretty thick eyeliner. I dig it. Not much in the way of eyebrows. Just a little... Yeah, those horns are a little too close. But that's alright. We'll have hair kind of running down here. The crazy thing is the image in the hair goes way high up. But that's alright. I'll do something like, yeah. Definitely don't mind it. Very long hair. Oh, that's right. The hair goes all the way down the body too. Okay. Guess we'll try to get a little background here. Let's bring you up. Laying over the chest. Little swirl. One more goes down the side. They don't have ears. Visible, at least. Do Draenei have ears? I've never thought about this. They've got to have ears. Right? Oh no. I don't know if Draenei have ears. They have to. We'll do some research after. It splits. Kind of follows down the arm. That's interesting. Is this how hair lays? I don't have long hair. This, I don't know. Does it go down your arms? I guess that makes sense. Alrighty. You. That's that. You. Oh, that's not hair. That's the damn... Okay. That's the gold. Oops. That's hair over here. I'm not too precious on hair. I'm not particularly good at it. I know, try not to get lost in the minutia. Try to keep it as almost volumetrics. Try to make it broad, big pieces. It's not too bad. So we can do a little shade. That's going to be real nice. Alright. I made it a little more wonky, but that's alright. It's going to be wonky. I'm very bad. But I'm learning. Every day is a challenge. I just noticed I absolutely did a swirl right on the right on the press there. That's gotta be deliberate, right? We know who made this game. We know who made this game. Now, here's where it's really tough. She's just got white skin. And by white, I mean just literally it's just white. Clearly, there's a little bit of shadow for the nose. I don't know. I guess I'll just be real gentle there. I don't want to just do it like this. You're kind of looking up at her. I think that's all I'm going to do. And then we'll just bring in the rest with color. Some very high-res lips. Those are probably the most high-res thing on their face. That's a big bottom lip, too. Okay. Oh, yeah. Not too bad. That'll have to do. Alright. I think that is a pretty decent outline. I almost want that to cut in a little more. Yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be the outline there. Not too bad. Now, oh wait, I missed, oh god, I didn't do the spider legs. Jeez. I don't like spiders. They're fine. Spiders are very useful. And I gotta say, these earrings look very much like spider legs to me. So let's get them out. Oh, that's probably, you know what, they're probably attached to the ears. That's probably what it is. Alright. But it's the same color as her skin. Are those her tentacles? Because I know Draenei have tentacles. I have to use an absence here. Where'd you go? There you are. That one goes all the way to the neck. Alright. Little gold thing. I have no idea. I mean, that's got to be tentacles. It's got to be. That is not particularly good. Oh well. Let's go off. A little gold ball. And a short one. Right out of the hair. Okay. Not particularly my style, but we're not doing my style. Alright, fantastic. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. Very black hair. Very black, white, and purple. I think those are the primary. Yeah, that's I guess gold. Gold and purple, very royal. Let's see. What do we got here? I could use some marker. I don't mind it. What do we... This is my main skin tone palette. Maybe to get her some color, I might do honey beige. That's very light. Almost gold. Which her skin is white. Let's see. I haven't thought about this. I think I got a nice purple over here. Yeah, I got a nice purple here. Oh god, things are falling. Okay, we have this Kiritaki. Oh, hello. Mauve taupe. I don't know if you can read that. It's not bad. I think I will use that for the shirt. There's black, gold, beige. We'll have to do shadows. I think we've got it here. Kind of fix that. That kind of goes up to it. So let's go down. Even though you can't really tell, it's got to go down. It's got to be. Oh god. Whoops. It's got to be a rib cage right there. Can't really tell in this painting. I try to do some anatomy. I just threw my pen. Oh dear. Okay. And okay. Where do I want to start? I guess skin. Oh, let's get this out. Now again, this is all watercolor. This particular set, this set right here is, I think it's the Michaels brand. Their skin, like pre-made skin. I did add a moon blue or something. I forget what brand it was. But we're gonna put do a little honey skin. Not gonna do the white, because that's just watercolor. You don't do white. So we are gonna get ourselves a little brush. We'll start with this. What am I using right now? I'm using an Aqua Elite Princeton brush. Filbert. I don't mind the Filberts. I think they're quite versatile. We have some water that's, oh god, it looks so brown in the camera view. I swear it's not that dirty. Jeez. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's just let's do this. Try to get a little skin tone. Is that skin all the way down? Yeah. So I'm just gonna do a baseline here. And remember, I'm not particularly good at painting. I'm trying to slap it on there. I'll worry about the shadows later. Now, granted, with watercolor, you typically want to worry about the shadows first, in a sense. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Hello. Alrighty. No more skin? I mean, I guess the horns. Are horns skin? I guess it would be keratin? Is that teeth stuff? I think that's teeth. No, it's hair. Yeah, that's hair. Yeah. Alrighty. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the eyes. I could just leave them white, like paper white. That might be nice. I do have some just like actual white acrylic I could pop on. Yeah. think that might be an option. Okay, we got a nice little base level. Little base layer. Do we want to do hair? Black hair? I don't really want to do full black hair, man. I hate black hair. Like, IRL, it's... I don't know, it's very nice, I think, but... I have this sepia tone here. The bottom from the left. That might be... fun. I might, you know... Who cares? Actually, what was the bottom right? Hold on. Oh, God. Where are we going? Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, because this is Indian red, that's sepia. Didn't want to not make that mistake. Nothing wrong with red hair. But, are there any red-headed Draenei's? Like, in lore? Oh, that's so much darker than I expected. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, we can salvage this. Alright, not the worst. Oh boy. Alrighty. To avoid those little tentacles. Got all this hair coming down over the chest. Now, my particular style is very loose and fast, relatively. So I'm not particularly precious. I almost did that. That's all gold. I need to remember that. So I'm not too precious with it. There, very rarely do I think it needs to be perfect, considering nothing's perfect. Now, I'm not really mixing anything here. Just kind of using the base sepia. I'll come back through later and give it a little more pizzazz. See, that was really, man, that's really picking up on this brush. Nice. Lots of pigment though. Let's see. Going over this chest. A little going down. That's right, it goes down the arm. Wonder who this Draenei was. Is this a GM's character? You know, a loved one? I don't know if there's any way I can find out. Could ask Platinum WoW. I bet he knows. Bet he knows. Alright. Good enough for the moment. I guess we could go with the shirt or outlines. Let's do outlines. Because then, well, yeah, it's fine. We'll do outlines. Let's change the brush up a little smaller. What do we got here? This one looks good. We shall use the... Is this a blick? Bialk 1610 2. I'm again not precious. Not precious at all about my brushes. I used to be very concerned about that. And there's a reason to be concerned, you know, it's your stuff, you want to keep it in decent control and decent care. But man, it's there to be used. It's really there to be used. I didn't do the whole top part of this, by the way. I just realized I just did the weird little pineapple thing. You can kind of follow it up. It's going to look a little different. You kind of do streaks. Not... It has a little loop to it. What the heck? What is going on there? Yeesh. This gold is quinacridone gold. I love quinacridone. There's so many crazy colors with it. I think it's fantastic, and if you look at it, it's this one right here. It's brown, like it is dark brown when it is dried out. Which I think I prefer dried out paint. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind using a wet paint, but it's a little easier, in my opinion, to deal with pans. I don't feel as precious. Well, I don't want to be precious. I guess I do want to feel okay. I guess I feel very wasteful with wet paint. I haven't gone back to it in a while. I will eventually. But I don't know. It's hard for me to judge how much paint am I going to need. I mean, considering I'm working on a relatively very small scale here. And I'll pour out not a bunch, and I'll use just a little bit of it. That always stresses me out. This goes all the way up. That gold there. But I didn't really kind of cover it in the hair, which I think is fine. She's got red lips. Okay. Cool. A little more. Do these weird little balls on the little tentacles. Maybe I should have did those level, but that's alright. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Let's set you aside for the moment. Now okay, we're back. I am actually in game, so I ended up getting kicked. Do we want to use this? No, we can go back to Filbert. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of just go right on this, just dab it a little. And we will, we'll have to add some shadow later. I like Draenei. I like their little heel. You know, it actually felt quite useful in, TBC. Granted, this is from, I mean, I don't know if this art is from, later, but it's clearly from Broken Shore. That's in the Broken Shore, Dalaran Legion. I haven't, right now, Midnight just released, you know, like a week ago. I guess that'll date this if I put that in the video. I don't know when this will go up. Just gonna get a little shadow there. What was this? Is it just gunk? Oh, I kind of lost that edge there. That's right. Light tummy. One more shadowy here. Very dark. We'll come back through later. I might even use like a gray marker. That way we'll get a little more depth. I want this to be very light though first. I think that looks good. Almost there. That's a little bit cheating. Painting a painting. It's like one artist already did all the work of simplification. So me simplifying this down even more is, well, perhaps it's fitting of my skill. Oh boy. Hey, I never said I was good. Just trying to have a good time. I don't know. I didn't really do that, that little bit of gold right. Sometimes issues spiral. That definitely happens. And that's okay. What do we got? Base everything. Need lips. Probably leave eyes that way. Then maybe work on some shadows. Maybe do that a little bit. What are those lips? They're not really red. They are rather copperish? What is copper? Brown? Now, ironically, I do have some watercolor copper here, which is interesting. Maybe this brush is too big still. Yeah. I do have a smaller one. This one's a little frizzy though. What is this? Oh god, I can't even read. It's so small. Oh, it's Old Master Touch. Okay. I think this is... Oh god, I can't remember the name of the business. I'll think about it. Alright, we're going to do copper. I think that could be really cool looking. It will give her some very metallic lips. Which I think is perfect. Alright, that's all we're going to do. Going to be really gentle on that. We'll deal with the shadows now. The gold bled pretty bad. That's okay. Okay. We can start working on the shadows now. Let's see. Basically from the crest of the chest down, it's kind of all deeply in shadow. We also have like that eyeliner almost around the eyes. Trying to get a little more depth there. I do have... we got a little bit of this... I think it's moon gray or something. I think it's... Richardson's, I think. Now the issue is I don't want to be crazy with it because it can be very, very dark. Like it comes out very potent. But we'll just get a little on there. I'm gonna kind of follow the line here. Start getting a little shadow. Now I'm intentionally... I don't want this to be very dark. I want to keep that light watercolor look. I think that's key. At least in my current style. Maybe I'll change it up later. I used to be super heavy on the paint. Which is fine. Something wrong with that. But I'm trying to lean into the benefits of watercolor. It's like an airy nature. I don't know. Trying to cover up some of that mistake there. Alright, finally getting a little bit of that on there. Okay. What? There's no paint on that brush. That brush is stressing me out. this whole arm kind of dark. Now we haven't done a single value scale on the face. It's all one color. I don't know. I mean, I could maybe work with some of it, but her face looks so ethereal, just so ghost-like. I don't really want to mess with that. Touching the horns a little bit. It's gotta be hard having horns, man. I usually always play human-esque characters, especially in games like WoW. Even the Blood Elves. That's probably one of my go-tos. I have had a Tauren Druid. I did the tail end of TBC Classic, the first one, as a Tauren Druid. And it was fun. I don't like being that big. Oh, I think my character just sat down. Kind of went a little heavy there. That's fine. I think we're nearing the end. I don't really want to do too much more. Where even is the light coming from? It's coming from the top left. Probably should have looked at that a little earlier. Alrighty. I dig that. Not too bad. Well, that came out dark. That's alright. Now there's obviously a lot of mistakes here. A lot of open patches. But there's only a certain level I want to get to. That eye has... I think that's still some... kind of like it. Let's see. Alright, not too bad. I don't hate that. I think that's pretty decent. Are we gonna do a background? It's just black on the portrait. Sure. We have... what do we have? Is that you? What do we got? I mean, I could just... no, it's not too bad. No. We're not gonna do full black. That could be dangerous. Let's do this. We have... what are you? Grayish blue. Kurataki. Let's do that. Let's get a bigger brush. Hopefully this will make it pop a little. I'm going to use a bunch here. Let's get you out of the way. Yeah, there we go. That'll be nice. Now that that paint's sat there a little bit with water in it, it's going to be very thick now. Maybe not. I'm almost running out. Oh no. It's hard to tell from the camera view. Alrighty. Could always put her in an actual background, but Meh. I think we'll be fine here. A little bit of the between the arm. I don't mind doing a little overlap here either on the background. Now this paper just absorbed a ton of water. It's going to be all puffed up right now. But that's all right. Okay. I could do some highlights, but they're really not that much. It's mainly the top here. Here's what we'll do. So let me make sure I don't log out. Oh God, okay. Okay. We're gonna use Posca. Good old Poscas. I think it's acrylic, right? Should be acrylic. Yeah. Alright. Let's just get the edge here. This edge. I already left it very light, so it's basically negligible. Maybe that middle bit. Top of the chest. Top of this chest. She's running out. Uh-oh. And, yeah, I think that's all she wrote, y'all. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Could be, of course, a million times better. But that would require me to be a million times better. And I'm working on it. We all gotta start somewhere. About a year into my art journey. So not too bad. I kind of dig it. I think it's pretty good. Well, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. I think that was pretty fun. I think there's a lot more art in Dalaran. There's also some more salacious stuff down below in the under the sewer area. I think that might be fun to check out. Thank you so much for watching, and, well, y'all have a wonderful day.